Every bridge was out and every door was old. The river kept on pressing you against the storm, and you've been reading every loss like it means you're alone. But the winter doesn't hate the leaf it takes, and the river carves the canyon that it makes. You weren't placed here just to float downstream. You're the diamond being pressed inside the sea. When the pressure starts to grow, it's not a grave, it's how you go. You're built for the storm, shaped by the rain. The roots that drink the deepest drink from pain. What floods your valley fills the well below. The darker the soil, the fiercer things grow. It's not a shipwreck, it's a navigation. Every wave is moving you towards your station. So sail, even when the skies look dire. You're not sinking, you're being made by water and fire. There's a forge inside the friction that you feel, a hidden hand that's hammering you to steal. The fog you're lost inside is an empty air. It's the cloud that carries rain to where you need repair. You weren't sent here as a stone to be worn thin. You're the sculptor and the marble and the skin. So every crack that runs across your frame is a fault line of the earthquake with your name. You're not a ruin on a broken hill. You're a cathedral being carved my ground. Every hope I was holding, getting lost in the sound. I thought I was trapped in a never-ending night. Didn't know I was moving toward light. Then a break in the sky, just a glimpse, just a sign. Every storm has an ending, every night has a dawn. What I thought was my breaking was where I was reborn. I am the sky after the storm, open and wide. Every cloud that was heavy is cleared from inside. I was lost in the dark, now I see the design. Every flash, every crash was a line in my life. I am the sky after the storm, endless and clear. Every shadow I carried has disappeared. Now I breathe, now I rise, now I finally see. Every storm was preparing me. Clear now, light now, I can finally see. Open, endless, this is me. Clear now, light now, I can finally see. Open, endless, this is me. Now the air feels lighter, now the view is wide. Every fear that I carried has nowhere to hide. Every drop that once fell now nourished the ground. Every loss that I feared turned my life around. I don't run from the clouds when they start to appear. I don't panic when thunder is drawing near. I understand now what I couldn't before. Even storms help me grow more. I trust the rain, I trust the sky, I trust the fall, I trust the I am the sky after the storm, fearless and free. Every moment that broke me rebuilt what I see. Now I shine, now I rise, now I'm fully aligned. Every storm was a part of my climb. The storm didn't stay, but the strength did. The clouds moved on, but I remained. I rise, I shine, I expand, I see. I know, I understand. Light now, clear now, I am here I don't fear the storm anymore. I am the sky, it passes through. You drift like a ship with no star overhead. Every wind feels like a warning, every wave like dread. You've been charting all your losses on a map of scars, never knowing you were always being led by stars. But the sailor doesn't curse the open sea. The compass only works when you're not where you need to be. You aren't built to stay anchored in the day. You were made to cross the water to the further And when you lost the shore from sight, that's when you learn to read the night. as you turned. The fog that hid the harbor hid the fear as well. And fear was just the current pulling toward the swell. You were launched out here to wreck upon the reef. You're the tide that shapes the shoreline underneath. So every gust that bent your mast and stole your breath was the wind that drove you further from your lesser self. Yeah, yeah. You're not adrift on a faithless sea. You're mid-voyage into who you're gonna be. You're the ship and you're the captain and the tide. You're the ship and you're the captain and the tide. Don't fight the current when it pulls you deep. The pearl is made where the ocean loses sleep. The darkest trench holds the rarest light. Some things only form in the pressure of the night. You're the ship and you're the compass and the wave. You're not a wreck, you're everything you gave. From the old port, cautious and small, now you're sailing past the edge of it all. This isn't lost at sea, it's an expedition. Every mile of doubt was your initiation. So navigate, expand, and know your name. No two voyages ever in the You feel like ruins standing in the rain, like everything you built just broke again. The walls came down, the scaffolding gave way, and all your careful blueprints turned to gray. But buildings aren't destroyed, they're redesigned. The cracks reveal the structure left behind. You weren't raised to stand in someone else's frame. You're the architect of everything you became. You built from every wall that fell before. Every demolished room became a door. What looked like wreckage was a renovation. Every loss was laying new foundation. It's not collapse, it's reconstruction. You can't build higher without some destruction. So build even when the ground still shifts. You're not rubble, you're the gift. There's a blueprint in the breaking that you feel. Every rusted beam was hiding stronger steel. The ceiling that came down led in the sky, and the sky was where you needed to climb high. You weren't poured here just to hold another's weight. You're the keystone in the archway of your fate. So every crack that split your plaster wall to dust was the opening the light was looking for. To trust you're not a room waiting to be saved. You're a cathedral that the storm itself engraved. You're built from every wall that fell before. You're built from every wall that fell before. You're built from every wall that fell before. Don't mourn the scaffolding they take away. It only hung there so you learn to stay. The strongest arches bear their weight alone. What looks like emptiness is cornerstone. You're built from every fracture and every flaw. You're not a ruin, you're the thing they saw. From the old structure, narrow and confined. Now you're rising past the ceiling of your mind. This isn't damage, it's a new design. Every fallen wall is drawing out your light. So stand, expand, and answer to your name. No architect and no building are the same. You burn like a candle in the open wind. Like everything ignites and starts again. The heat feels punishing, the smoke too thick, and every flame you trust burns down the wick. But gold was never found above the ground. It had to melt before its worth was found. You weren't placed in fire as a punishment. You're the metal and the heat and the instrument. When the burning goes too deep, that's not your end, that's your release. You're forged in every furnace that you've known. Every burn consumed what couldn't be your own. What melted wasn't you, it was the lesser. You come out purer under every pressure. It's not destruction. strong, you are here. Light in your hands, feel the warmth inside. You are free, you are love, you come alive. Every pain had a reason, every rose a hidden season, every fight, every fall, let you hear, you've seen it all. Hear the whispers of your soul, feel the broken pieces whole. Every shadow, every tear, turns to courage, turns to cheer. Light in your hands, you're rising through the night. Every shadow, every scar, you are peace, you're the strong. Light in your hand, feel the love inside. You are free, you are whole, you come alive. Breathe in the light. Let your spirit fly. Every hurt that once remained is now gone, now unchained. From your heart to endless skies, feel the freedom, feel the rise. Every step, every breath you take, you are new, you awake.